Welcome to Thinking Outside the Soil with your host, Johnny Alfalfaseed, where we get to talk story and touch on topics about hydroponics and the farmers who grow the crops and creatures we need to eat. Good morning, and hello from Blooming Health Farms, and thank you for being with me on this beautiful day. It is still pre-dawn, it is dark. I like to get up early and work before the world becomes busy, before the world gets alive, and I love this transitionary time before spring really arrives because the sun doesn't come up quite as early as it does during the summer, so I get a few extra hours of darkness to really do the work, and I thrive on these mornings to get done the things that I really enjoy. And what I enjoy the most is writing. I've been writing since I was a little kid, and I've been teaching others how to read. I know my elementary school teachers would often, instruct me to help others in the class read and write, and every single day I put the pen to paper. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little, sometimes it's just on a sticky note. Most of the time it's just in my journal. I'm also improving my typing ability so that I can become a better typist. I have a goal of 200 words a minute. I know that's pretty lofty, but realistically about 100 words a minute is my real big goal to type at that speed. And it's over the past, I would say, year and a half that I've really seen how much I enjoy writing. And it might not be so surprised to hear that because I am a published author when I wrote and published Thinking Outside the Soil. And then for those of you out there, you may or may not know that I have actually revised Thinking Outside the Soil and released another edition, which we're calling the Revised Edition. And this one was released in November of 2023. The original was released in October of 2022. I learned a lot about what you guys need out there while I was doing the research for the original book. And then while I was going through the publishing process and the editing process, and then just putting the work out there and getting feedback, I learned a little bit more practical things that needed to be in the book that were applied to those out there with feathered friends. And I realized that many of our customers, many of the people that were coming into our world were chicken people. So they were all trying to chicken. They wanted to do a lot of things, whether they were new, whether they were a seasoned chicken person. And I realized that my original book had a picture of Bessie, the beautiful Holstein, on the front. So we had a cow on the front of it, and I was speaking with mostly chicken people. So we saw this incongruency in some of the things that I was doing. Well, it makes sense. I republished it with a new cover of a gorgeous chicken on the front. It's an image by this photographer named Maxine Novak, and it is on there, a Rhode Island red. She's a beautiful chicken. And then I also added a few extra things. I put a dedication at the front, and the dedication is it's quite special. There was a few gentlemen in our lives that have really influenced this mission. One has been part of it, or was part of it. Another is a huge inspiration for mostly me, but it carries on through the things that I get to do. And those two are my late brother, Kyle Short, and Elliott Keith, who was one of our original chicken pimps. So at the beginning of the book, I added a dedication. And for you, I will read it out there. To my brother, whose spirit and joy for life will always be a beacon on my path of stewardship and innovation. Your love is missed, but forever echoes in the spaces where we once dreamed together. And to Elliott, one of the original chicken pimps, whose hands-on dedication and care for our feathered friends laid the foundation for the principles this book advocates. Your wisdom in the coop has transcended into the wisdom on these pages. May this work honor your memories by sowing the seeds of change and nurturing growth, just as you both did in life. In every root that finds water and every chick that finds strength, your influences live on, reminding us that the essence of our work is love and compassion for all. And I urge those of you out there, whether you're new or been in our world for a little while or a long time, please get yourself a copy of my book, Thinking Outside the Soil. You can go to thinkingoutsidethesoil.com and learn how hydroponic fodder is helping farmers like us save water, improving our livestock quality, like these amazing eggs that our customers are getting, and then really helping us all become better stewards of our animals in agriculture and our environment that we ultimately have to live in. So I'm going to keep it short and simple again today, like the birthday episode, and bid you adieu. Thank you for being on another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil. Take care and have a lovely day.